Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. How do we start? How do we even start this? This is my first ever video on YouTube, so I don't really know how to start it. So I would just say like, if you like the content that I'm going to give you, please do hit the subscribe button. There's a notification bell icon, I think on that side of the video or this side, somewhere where there is a bell icon. Just press that for it's crazy. I didn't know YouTube videos could be this funny when you're starting to record yourself. Yeah, so anyways, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video ever. I've never done any other YouTube video on a fresh new channel, and I hope you guys enjoy what I'm going to share with you today. So straight to the point, I want to talk about this. For those of you who are Kenyan, you really understand what this is. This is how the new Kenyan passport looks like, and I want to talk about what this passport can do for you. It's ironic because this can do for you. This can do much for you right now because of the corona epidemic. Unless you're watching way after the corona disappeared. Sorry, English is not my first language, so please excuse me for that. Yes, so this is the new and improved Kenyan passport. It has at least 7 more years till I cannot use it anymore, so I'm a lucky guy. But I'm not here to really talk much about the Kenyan passport. I'm just here to talk about what it can do for you in terms of travel. And this is in one of the greatest places in the world to visit. It's full of fun, beautiful people, beautiful beaches. Yes, I'm talking about the Caribbean islands. So if you have an interest, as I do have an interest, to go into Caribbean islands, either it's to move there, like live there, retire there, or just visit there, okay? If you have an interest, then I have this information is definitely for you. Personally, I'm a big fan of Caribbean, and if you just told me right now, pack everything, we're moving you to the Caribbean, without second thought, I'll just take everything and move to the Caribbean with you, blindly. Anyways, so I'm talking about countries in the Caribbean where you can travel visa free, and some that you can travel visa on arrival. But I'll put more emphasis on countries that you can visit in the Caribbean visa free. Okay, so first of all, before you travel to these countries, or you travel to any country in the world, what I would like to advise you is you should have like this 5 plus 1 bonus item. Okay, you should have this 5 plus 1 bonus item. First of all, you should have your passport, international passport, like I showed you mine, and it should be valid for at least 6 months. Okay, otherwise you'll have a lot of problems, because I'm trying to help you to travel stress-free, so that you don't encounter any problems during your travel. Okay, you should have your international passport, and it should have at least 6 months validity. Okay, so if you have, for example, if you're traveling and your passport expires in 6 months time, then you should consider like first renewing your passport before traveling. But if you're traveling and your passport maybe has 1 more year to go before it expires, then you're good to go. Okay, if it has 8 months to expire, then you're good to go, as long as you're going to stay there for more than 2 months, because after 2 months your passport will expire. You should have proof of return ticket. Okay, so you should have a return ticket with you, because some countries don't allow you to go eat without a return ticket. They don't really trust you to just go inside the country, enjoy your time, and then when time is done, just get yourself a ticket and fly back home. You know, things might be too good for you there, and you decide you don't want to come back, and be like, I don't have a flight to catch anyway. Okay, so they make sure that you have a flight to catch, okay, so that you can go back home from where you came from. Unless you're going there maybe for a job, you know. If you're going for a job which is going to take you maybe more than 6 months, 1 year, or something like that, then you don't really have to have a return ticket with you, because you'll buy your ticket once your job is done. Maybe your company will pay for your ticket, so that's okay. So the third thing is you should have evidence of accommodation reservation. What do I mean by this? You should have evidence of where you're going to stay during your whole visit to the country. Okay, so the fourth thing is you should have evidence of allowance. like the money that you're going to spend there during your stay. You should have enough money to sustain you through the whole thing. And the fifth thing is actually one of the most important. You should have evidence of like a health certificate. If you're using a travel agency, then it's easier for you to acquire a health certificate. Okay, for example, if you're going on these tours, like if you're using Bonfire Adventures and stuff like that, it will be very easy for you to travel with them, because they incorporate the health certificate inside, the health insurance inside your package. Information I would like to pass before I start with these countries. As a Kenyan passport holder, you have a privilege to travel to 73 countries. Okay, mark my words, 73 countries. This is based on updated information right now in 2020. You can travel to 73 countries and 15 let's say territories. They call them territories. 15 territories, visa free or visa on arrival. Okay, so visa on arrival is the one you get when you already land to the country. Visa free, you just go, you don't need a visa. I'll start with this one. So I'll start with Barbados, however you want to call it. You can spend 6 months. You can go to the country for 6 months visa free. 6 months, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 like this. It's crazy. So Barbados, make sure you plan yourself and see if you can go to Barbados. Another country is Cuba. Havana, Unana. Havana is the capital city. So if you want to go to Cuba, again, plan your trip. This one is not 6 months, but it's freaking 3 months, which is awesome also for you. So if you want to travel to Cuba, 3 months, 3 whole months. You can just plan even for, maybe go for a week there, for vacation for a week. Maybe you can do 1 month if you have enough time to spare. You can go for 1 month. If you're going with your family, then good for you. 3 months visa free. You don't need to pay for anything. Then there is another one. This is Dominican Republic. This is actually one of the only countries in the Caribbean that gives you a very short stay, that is in terms of your visa and stuff like that. So in Dominica you have a very limited time period, and if I do recall correctly, it's 21 days, 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks there visa free. After that you cannot stay there longer. You need to get a visa for you. Then we have Grenada. So this is one of the easiest places to go. Like, there is no restrictions in terms of how long you can stay there. So Grenada is also part of the Caribbean countries where you can go visa free, and they don't really have restrictions on how long you can stay. Then we have Haiti. Some of you will say Haiti, because some people are Haitian, so you don't know. However your English teacher taught you. So in Haiti you have 3 good months to vacation. So I think that's a good bet. You have 6 months, 3 months, you have 3 weeks, however much, but the most important thing is it's visa free. I mean, how amazing is that? Okay. Then from Haiti you come to the one that is close to heart. For me personally, I love Jamaica with my heart. So for Jamaica, it's the same thing. The way you just move from Nairobi to Mombasa, from Mombasa to actually right now it's very hard to move from Nairobi to Mombasa because the cities are locked down. But yeah, like on normal occasions, how you move from Nairobi to Mombasa and same thing like that. It's the same thing like moving from Kenya to Jamaica. It's visa free, and they don't really have restrictions on how long you should stay in Jamaica. Okay. The other one is Panama. Panama is also one of my favorites. Also, it's the same as Barbados. For Panama, you can stay there for 6 months. Yeah, Panama, you can stay there for 6 months. It's actually pretty interesting, right? You can stay there for 6 months visa free. 6 good months visa free. Okay, just look at this trend. You have Barbados, you have Panama, you have Jamaica, which doesn't have any restrictions on how long you're going to stay there as a Kenyan passport holder. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong. You can go do your research and see how long you can stay in Jamaica without a visa. Without a visa, because as far as I'm concerned, you can go to Jamaica visa free, but they have no specific number of days that you should go and stay there. So I'm talking about Panama. Panama is 6 months. Panama City is a beautiful place to be. They have very nice places to go, like to chill. They have beautiful beaches. Yeah, they have beautiful beaches. Yeah, I'm talking about the beaches on the sea, like along the Caribbean Sea, and also the beaches on the beach itself. No pun intended. Okay, we also have Bahamas. Bahamas. Bahamas is another good place to be. Like if you want to vacation in Bahamas, then go for it by all means. I would advise you to go to Bahamas. Also, it's a good place. They have nice yacht. What do you call it? Yacht clubs and boating activities. Most of these islands are just super. You know, they have great food. They have great culture. So Bahamas for you. Okay. So you go to Bahamas. There you can go visa free for 3 months. 3 months. 1, 2, 3. 3 months. Then we have another one where is it Rihanna or Nicki Minaj? I'm not sure if Rihanna came from Barbados. Nicki Minaj came from Trinidad and Tobago. So that one I'm sure. So Trinidad and Tobago is the same. It's part of the Caribbean countries. So Trinidad and Tobago also you can visit there, and you only visit, you have visa free entry for 3 months. Is it 3 months? I think Trinidad and Tobago is 3 months. No, Trinidad and Tobago you have visa free entry, same as Jamaica. You can stay there as long as you want. As long as you want. Okay. We have another one, Antigua and what is it called? Antigua. Just call it Antigua. I forgot that one. I don't know it's Antigua and Barbuda, or I think Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda. I'm not sure what the name is, but this one I'm sure it's 1 month. That one I cannot lie to you. I know Antigua and Barbuda is a month. You can stay there for a month visa free. Then there is St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis, you can stay there. It's the same thing as Jamaica. You just stay there for, I think, as long as you want. The fact that you have visa free entry without limitation on the number of days you can stay in the country means that you can stay there as long as you want. But either way, I'm sure you have to go back to your country. Yeah, I might be crazy saying that you can stay there for as long as you want, because you're basically not a citizen of the country. So it's very weird if you can go there and stay there for as long as you want without going back to your country. Yeah, so it's called St. Kitts and Nevis. It's a very small island actually. Then I have another one. This is one of the Caribbean countries that I was talking about where you need visa on arrival. Okay. This one also doesn't have that much time. It's like a month and 2 weeks. So you can get for St. Lucia you can get visa on arrival for 6 weeks. That is 1 month 2 weeks. Okay. So you have access to the country for 6 weeks with a visa on arrival. Okay. Then we have St. Vincent and Grenadines. St. Vincent and Grenadines, you can stay there for 1 month. Yes, okay. St. Vincent and Grenadines, you can stay there for 1 month. Okay, visa free. Okay. Then we have which other country have I left out? Oh yes. Then we have my favorite island in the Caribbean. This is my favorite island because I have a friend there who lives there and is like one of my best friends. I've known her for close to 2 years now. I think it's 2 years now. Yeah, for 2 years now. From there, she's actually from the British Virgin Islands, a place called Totola, which is pretty awesome. I've just seen Totola from pictures on Instagram and videos and and stories that I've heard from my friend. I also have done like a video call with her when she was on a beach bar there, just chilling. It's with cool breeze, beautiful people there, you know. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite places. It's called British Virgin Islands. You know, as the British people, when you ask somebody from the UK where they're from, or they say, "Oh, I'm British." I'm British. So you're like, they don't have a T inside there. So somebody was making a joke that these British people, when you ask them where they're from, they're like, I'm British because they drank the tea. They say that because they drank the tea in the British. Crazy anyway. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. please subscribe, share the video, travel more, stay safe, and good luck on your travels. Okay, don't forget the 5 things that I said.